For laying down my jams for tonight. Oh, well, we're just going to get started right now. So, Pinball is going to be your lead jammer for SK805. We got number 4, Reaping Rainbow, as the West Coast Derby Knockouts jammer. And if this is your first derby match, we're just going to throw you right into the deep end here. Stars on the helmet mean.
The stars on the helmet represent the players known as the jammers. Those are the skaters you really want to watch, but don't forget about the blockers in the pack, because they're just as important. Anyways, the jammers are going to try to get through. They're the skaters that are able to score points. So, with that said, it looks like
Sucrose Overdose is going to be your lead jammer.
lead jammer means that she can call out this jam whenever she wants, which she just happened to demonstrate right there. We didn't even plan that.
The ref will hold up the amount of points every time, so be looking for the center ref to hold that up for you.
Looks like up to jam off the Derby Warehouse jammer line, we have Tiny Enforcer for the West Coast Derby Knockouts going up against your own pinball, SK805. And Pinball is your lead jammer, just the way she likes it.
Tiny Enforcer making her way out of the pack. Jams are moving pretty quickly here, but we got Lola Carnage coming up for CCRD.
And she's jamming against...
We'll wait till they come around in front of us.
Yeah, it's hard to see from over here. Woo.
And here we go, number 4,
Reaping Rainbow. She's your lead jammer.
Pinch poke, you don't need poke now. And it looks like Annie Smackout is going to be sent to the penalty box.
Lola Von Carnage sneaks through with 4 points for SK805.
Coming through with a little pizzazz, I think so too.
Definitely some game face going on. And Rainbow called it off.
Don't get to see that every day. Lola taking out her own teammate.
And Sharona's so nice too. Oh. Up to jam in the Derby Warehouse jammer line for West Coast Derby Knockouts, we have Tiny Enforcer going up against Pinball, SK805. Pinball doing some jammer on jammer blocking off the line. Some blocking there from Lady Luck too. Ooh, good hit there from Sucrose, but Pinball makes it through and she's your lead jammer.
Looks like Killer Tofu is going to be sent to the penalty box. Corona laying on a last minute hit there. And they're cycling the jammer.
Pinball makes it through, picking up 5 points for SK805.
I'm telling you, Corona's polka dot shorts gives her special beauty powers. I know Nate really enjoys them.
Pinball is through once more, picking up 5 more points for SK805. It's a scientific fact that the harder you cheer, the better pinball skates.
Looks like we got a hard hit. That went for the 2 full minutes.
Rainbow up against Lola.
Make sure you check out the grab us a little bit.
I miss Reaping Rainbow, by the way.
That was a great show. Right there with Mr. Rogers.
Ooh, nice dodge by Reaping Rainbow.
But it looks like Lola Von Carnage is your lead jammer. So both jammers are going to try to race around the track here. But Lola safe, and she calls it off before points are scored. Here. Just a reminder, if you're a dad in the crowd, you get a special raffle ticket. Just wave down one of the raffle girls and go make yourself eligible to win a special prize for Father's Day. Reaping Rainbow is your lead jammer.
Ooh, back-to-back jams. That's tough.
Ooh, a hard hit from Tofu, but the polka dots make it through.
Ooh, nice coaching job. Heard you from here.
Corona Slammer squeaks through right on the apex, picking up 4 points.
No broad truck yet.
Off to jam on the Derby Warehouse jammer line for SK805. You have the robot No Name. I say robot just because she never slept.
What's the robot from my car?
She's going up against, I believe that's sucrose overdose for West Coast. And No Name is through, picking up that lead jammer status.
By the way, No Name is a robot. She does not sweat or get tired.
Go, No Name!
And I taught her everything she knows.
No Name, listening to the frantic voice of Chucky Farley, falls off the jam. Ooh, DeLuca Brassi's feeling that music. Don't think I don't see that.
We got Corona Slammer jamming for CCRD. Oh, taking the inside line. She's going to be your lead jammer. And Reaping Rainbow is jamming for West Coast. Getting recycled by Lola Von Carnage. Corona's already on her scoring path and getting her 5 points. And Reaping Rainbow is out. Lola Von Carnage is being sent to the penalty box. And that is the end of the jam.
Off the jam on the Derby Warehouse jammer line, we have No Name.
Papa Meow, you better make sure you get your beer ticket.
She went up against, I believe that's Tiny Enforcer. And Tiny Enforcer flying through that back and picking up that lead jammer status.
Man, she is booking it.
The tiny ones are really hard to block because,
Can't see him?
well, you can't see them and they only have so much to hit that's legal.
Ooh, No Name is being sent to the penalty box.
Or a trap cut. Naughty, naughty.
I didn't teach her that. I only taught her the good
Oh, I remember you having some trap cuts, so maybe
Only when I'm tired.
Tiny Enforcer getting through with 5 more points for Ventura.
In the Grand Slam. And that's the one. And Denny.
I hope that wasn't one of the jokes you were working on the past 2 days.
No, that was a recycled joke from like 3 years ago.
Ooh, Lola Von Carnage. Living up to her name. Recycling Tiny Enforcer all the way back. But Tiny Enforcer will have none of it. She calls it. Out to jam in the Derby Warehouse jammer line, we have the Corona Slammer. Going up against, I think that's Reaping Rainbow for West Coast.
You would be correct. And just like Reaping Rainbow is always correct, she's the lead jammer. Oh, Brown's got that look in her eye.
How can you tell Jen she has sunglasses on?
Because she's from Wisconsin. Wait.
Looks like that's Tiny Enforcer Nate, but bonus.
You two should say hi.
Oh, 3! Whoa! Nice.
Small world. Wow, an aggressive start to this pack.
Both jammers get through, but no name is your lead jammer.
And Tiny Enforcer looks like she's going to put some hurt. Calls it off right before she can. And it looks like we got Pinball jamming for CCRD.
Up against Reaping Rainbow from West Coast Derby Knockouts. Some hardcore blocking from On the Rocks up in the front. But Pinball makes it through.
Get her!
Feels like doing the Dougie. Can you teach us how to Dougie?
No drugs. Anybody know how to Dougie in the crowd? Oh, let's see it. Do it. Let's see it.
And Lola Von Carnage is your lead jammer. Oh wow, that's some good Dougie.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. You and I will have to talk later and you can teach me how to dance because I'm the worst dancer in the world.
And Lola Von Carnage calling it off with flair.
Do it, Sunny! Sunny, do it! Do it!
That's awesome.
You could be our halftime show. That's awesome.
Looks like Pinball makes it through and is your lead jammer.
Everyone give it up and love when rats fall. Not, it's just awesome when they get action in the team.
Jeez, Jen, you sound really mean.
No, I mean, like, it's just, whatever. They have safety gear on for a reason.
And Pinball squeaks through on that inside line. Up to jam on the Derby Warehouse jammer line, we have Lola Von Carnage. Going up against, I can't see, but I believe that's Tiny Enforcer.
Go, Lola!
A nice generaling defense by West Coast Derby. Ooh! There is a pile up in front of us.
Catch her, Lola, come on!
It has to be serious. Nice win on Lola, but she's into the
Jammer!
Tiny Enforcer's your lead jammer.
Ooh,
She's
like
looking to
quite a
pick
few.
some points up, and she picks up 5 points.
Quite a few people got into the counting box.
Good
Ooh,
job, Lola!
early hit.
Man, Tiny Enforcer squeaking right through for 5 more points.
She is good on those toe spots.
How's it poppin' is
Popping it.
going fast. Oh, Tiny Enforcer calls it off. Thank you for the pose, how's it poppin'? Going up against Reaping Rainbow. Both jammers are excellent on their toe stops, so this should be fun.
I have to admit, this has been a really good defensive game. Everyone's been pretty on it with hits and recycling.
Yeah.
Good job, Pinball!
And Pinball makes it through.
Ooh, Corona. Stop looking at your booty, girl.
Oh, what a slammer. Slamming people around.
Polka dot shorts, man. I'm telling you.
Nice move,
just finished picking up her 5 points.
There's a big pink wall. Reaping Rainbow is really trying to fight against that big pink wall. She is doing a good job of that.
These ladies make it look a lot easier than it really is. But 2 minutes may not seem like a long time, but when you're being hit, trying to stay on roller skates, falling and getting up, it's very tiring.
So excited for Street Tina.
Gets low. I mean, come on. Watch your kneecaps. A little hip check love from WCDK in the back.
And Tiny Enforcer is just going up against the big pink wall here.
Oh, Sharona doing some great generaling from the back there. The Tiny Enforcer gets through, picking up 5 points for Derby knockouts.
Another grand slam. Street Tina is pushing up a low West Coast Derby wall.
Defense there, but Tiny Enforcer makes it through once again for 5 points.
Looks like some blockers get sent to the penalty box.
Looks like WCDK and Stepalina were naughty.
Looks like Tiny Enforcer only has 2 CCRD blockers to go up against now.
And she makes it through with 5 points.
On the Rocks is giving Street Tina some solid wall work here.
On the Rocks has some scary hips. I've been seeing them throughout this game. A little bit jealous.
And Corona Slammer. So Nate, did you make Corona wear the polka dot short? Nate? Just typical man, not paying attention.
And just for the record, the current score is 69-54 to SK805. A very close game in roller derby.
Corona Slammer is going to be your lead jammer.
And she calls it off. Both jammers fighting through. Let's see who gets that lead jammer status. Man, on the rocks and her hips. Seriously, come on. That's awesome.
Recycle by Sucrose Overdose.
And Tiny Enforcer is her lead jammer.
Go, no.
West Coast Derby knockout, turn on that defensive charm.
Killer Tofu and Mike Corona are going to be sitting in the penalty box for 30 seconds.
And we're back off. Looks like that's Corona Slammer jumping off the Derby Warehouse jammer line for SK805.
Oh,
going
man.
up against Reaping Rainbow.
And if you guys are thirsty and you're like, wow, a beer sounds Ooh, a chai beer. So what are the taste of the chai beer?
Up to Jam in the Derby Warehouse Jammer line, we have No Name going up against Tiny Enforcer, who blows right through the pack, and she's your lead jammer.
Got No Name.
Tiny Enforcer finding that hole in the pack, picking up her points and calling it off. Up to Jam in the Derby Warehouse Jammer line, we have Reaping Rainbow up against Pinball.
Let's go, Pinball.
Looks like Pinball's theme
Let's go,
song.
Pinball.
And she's through, picking up lead jammer.
Great blocking. Corona laying on the hit there. Ooh, Street Tina trying to get on the rocks out of the way.
That's a really sweet pity laughing.
Just keep drinking, we'll get a lot more here. Just keep going.
The jammers are off. That's Lola on Carnage going up against Tiny Enforcer. And Lola's through. She's your lead jammer. Are there any Lola fans? She gets herself lots of fans.
Got Lola.
Current score is SK805-81. Derby knockouts 62, I believe. Yeah. Reaping Rainbow is your lead jammer. She's looking to get some points.
Good job, Pinball.
The score is going to start off on the second half with CCRD 86 and West Coast is going to be 65.
Corona Slammer is your lead jammer. And Corona Slammer squeaking through on that outside line, picking up 5 more points.
Way to go, Wisconsin.
Ooh, we got a hard hit there from Lola Von Carnage. We got a nice assist from Carmen Camila there.
On the rocks, doing some great defensive blocking there. Trying to hold strong back, but she's out of the pack.
Lola Von Carnage letting out all her weekly work, stress, and aggression on Tiny Enforcer.
And looks like we got some jammer on jammer. Maybe action.
Corona's thinking about it. And Corona calls it off. A very dramatic fashion. Up to Jam in the Derby Warehouse Jammer line for SK805, we have No Name going up against Reaping Rainbow and West Coast Derby knockouts. Man, it's like a nice Sharona with a little pinball bonus. And a hard wall of black up in the front for No Name, but she manages to get through, picking up lead jammer. And just for the record, I do not see any sweat on her because she's a robot. And she manages to get through on that inside line, picking up 5 points and calling it off. I personally am having the topper's blonde hair quite nice.
I just had a sip of the chai, and the chai is delicious. With a great cinnamon taste. It's like Christmas here.
Up to jam, we have Corona Slammer going up against Sucrose Overdose.
Man, it's almost like somebody stole Corona's Wisconsin cheese. She's got some fire in that belly.
Ooh, a nice hit there.
Hey, smack yow. And another hit by Killer Tofu.
Everybody out here that you see working this game volunteers their time. No one gets paid any money. In fact, all skaters pay dues. Even some officials will pay dues in order to play. And CCRD would like to point out we also support all local charities, and this month we're supporting CASA, Court Appointed Special Advocates. They have a table over by the entrance. Go check them out.
Corona, I can see your leg muscle like shadow in the light, and it just makes me want to punch you.
Oh, whatever, don't wave it off. Up to jam is Corona Slammer going up against Reaping Rainbow. Both jammers pushing hard.
Nice recycle by Pinball.
And Corona, ooh, no, it's very dramatic. She'll be your lead jammer.
Nice reading work by On the Rock.
I told you, her hips are scary.
I'm not the best blocker on that one.
Let the hourglass pass right into ashes. Let the wind blow the ash right before my glasses. So I wrote this love letter right before my glasses.
Nice hit by Sucrose.
Like old man Joe Jackson, you silly your boyfriend now.
I think now I just got a score update.
Current score is 70 West Coast 30 knockouts and 111 for SK805.
And Catastrophe is going to be sent to the penalty box. Well, No Name is going to be out on the hammer with that tiny enforcer right behind her.
And No Name calling it off before a pinball going up against Reaping Rainbow. A hard hit there from Tofu.
Ooh, another nice hit by On the Rock. The Reaping Rainbow is a lead jammer.
Reaping Rainbow calling it off.
Thank you for coming out and taking pictures of us.
Up to jam on the River Warehouse jammer line is Lola on Carnage going up against Tiny Enforcer. Both
No, just me. Isaiah, you got my back on this one? No? Okay, wow. Well, then I guess I'll just dance. Papa Meow, you feel like dancing? No? Alright.
Looks like we've got pinball and reaping rainbow jamming. Reaping rainbow pushing that pad till she got through, and she will be your lead jammer. That's a jam. Oh, I heard somebody say they love beer. Well, if you like beer, head on over there and buy some beer. Up to jam, we have Lola Von Carnage again going up against Tiny Enforcer. Wow, thanks. Love jamming. And that's Lola Von Carnage as your lead jammer.
All right, now I got you a score update. CCRD has 115 and Central, or not Central Coast, but West Coast has 74.
Hard to hold back. And Lola Von Carnage calls the jam. Up to jam on the Derby Warehouse jammer line, we have pinball going up against Reaping Rainbow.
I'd like to welcome a CCRD past whooping. I'd like to welcome our old teammate over there, walking through the doors.
And that's pinball, your lead jammer.
Sucrose overdose trying to land on the last minute hit.
Pinball, the newlywed, living the dream.
Okay.
If you can find him.
What, being bossed around by her husband now? That'll be fun.
I don't know about you, but I personally love playing co-ed, and it's even funner to watch when you're not having to worry about big dudes hitting you.
Like a 74.
I don't know, the crowd seems pretty quiet right now. Let's get some woos and whoops going on. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, right in time for Lola getting lead jammer.
Great, now she thinks those chairs are for her, so you guys gotta keep it up. Oh, we got it. Okay, CCRD 133, West Coast 74.
Thank you, Tiger Slam. Up to jam, we have On the Rocks going up against No Name. Wow! On the Rocks, I think she's like, I'm just going to go ahead and step along this inside line. She made it through, and she's our lead jammer.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out. I think she was just so excited that I got her name right during announcing that I'm glad you agreed.
Yep. Up to jam for West Coast Derby Knockouts, we have Sucrose Overdose.
We have a score update, West Coast 76, CCRD 137.
And that's Corona Slammer jamming for SK805.
Nate, you need to be, hey Wisconsin, you need to be paying attention. Your wife is jamming.
And that's Sucrose Overdose as your lead jammer getting through on that inside line.
Just saving you some troubles later. You're welcome.
For one split second, I thought you were playing the sound of music. You're like, I don't know why. And I just like, whoa, bold choice. Okay, now you can let go of your thoughts because here it goes. It's going to happen. She will be our lead jammer.
I wonder if she learned that from the pool.
Oh, and No Name is getting sent to the box, which means Power Jam for West Coast Derby knockouts. Reaping Rainbow being a ninja going right on through that path, picking up 4 points. And she makes it through again for 5 more points. West Coast doing a nice job trying to split that pack up, making it easier for their jammer. Ooh, Sharona does a love tag out of bounds, recycling her back.
And a little collapsing pack right there by West Coast.
West Coast doing some excellent defense in the front of the pack.
Sucrose holding her back, but No Name does break out.
Notice she's still not sweating.
Or panting.
Yeah, I don't think she's even breathing hard. So if anybody's interested in Jammer now, come see the table.
We get autographs, we will write down our numbers.
And the Jammers are up.
Sucrose doing a great positional blocking up there.
On the rocks is your lead Jammer.
Oh,
Again, I told you, this is going to be battle of the hips. Both players very good at using their hips. Or shoulders. On the right, up to jam on the Derby Warehouse Jammer line, we have No Name going up against Tiny Enforcer. Current score, CCRD 137 and West Coast 93. Thank you.
and West Coast is coming back with some fight right now.
Tiny Enforcer taking that lead jam burst out.
Just eating strawberry now. Tiny Enforcer coming around with the scoring. Ooh, Street Tina. Oh, man, see, that's why we call her Street Tina.
Reaping Rainbow just going right around the whole pack on that inside line. She's your lead jammer.
Go, Corona!
Uh-oh, DeLuca is being
Good team, DeLuca.
Up to jam on the Derby Warehouse jammer line, we have Pinball going up against Sucrose Overdose, who just so happens to be your lead jammer.
West Coast did some nice blocking and put Pinball out of bounds right away. On the rocks, they're generally trying to keep Pinball back.
Lola got tied with some blocking in the back.
And it looks like Maxie Belly is recycling, or did recycle the ball.
Go, Lola!
Pinball is out of the pack.
Sucrose Overdose being sent to the penalty box for a track cut, which means Power Jam for Pinball. And Pinball picking up 5 points. Again, she likes it when you yell for her.
Any Pinball cheer for you. Ooh, nice hit by Killer Tofu.
Some strong generaling from on the rocks. Making a very tough black wall for pinball to go through. Lola Von Carnage not letting that outside line be open. Because there is no lead jammer for this jam, it will go the full 2 minutes, which might not seem a long time, but let's hear it for both jammers.
Having so many for a rock that was really tough.
It seemed like that was tough for you to say too.
It was. Because I was just trying to imagine what it feels like, and I don't like it. It's freaking jamming.
Up to jam on the Dirty Warehouse Jammer line, we have Reaping Rainbow going up against
Corona!
Ooh, we have a score update. CCRD 157, West Coast 104.
20. You're okay.
Corona Slammer squeaking by on that inside line. She's your lead jammer.
Reaping Rainbow is also out of the pack. Looks like we're getting ready for the next jam with the Slum. Tiny Enforcer is pushing, and Lola Von Carnage has pushed right out of the pack. And Tiny Enforcer is right out of the pack as well.
And Lola calls it off, picking up 2 points. Up to jam on that Dirty Warehouse Jammer line, we have Pinball going up against Reaping Rainbow.
No, the other team like.
Moving slow, but they are moving. Dun, 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 dun.
Corona Slammer working those polka dots side to side, keeping Reaping Rainbow back with some help from Carmen Camila and Dottie Mae Doomsday. Ooh, those are scary hits on the rocks with some last minute defense there, but Pinball's through the lead jammer.
Give it up, pinball fans. I know there's pinball fans. Last time I said it, a whole bunch of you guys. There we go. There we go.
Go pinball!
Both teams, some hardcore walls there. Ooh, Killer Tofu with a hard
Go pinball!
shot.